Rick Sharga joins us. Rick's founder and CEO of real estate consulting firm C.J. Patrick. We'll put those numbers up for Redfin that I just referred to, but this is, for young people, there is 91% say housing affordability. That's bigger than the economy, it's bigger than education. Your reaction in seeing those numbers, you're probably not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. The fact of the matter is we all need to live somewhere. Most people prefer to live indoors, and the cost of doing so is up about 40% over the last few years. It's particularly vexing for those young prospective home buyers because they don't have equity that they've built up in a current home to make a huge down payment on the next home. So it's just gotten more and more expensive to either buy a home or to rent, pretty much no matter where you are across the country.
That's the point. That last point is interesting because here in New York City, this has been a story, or in the New York metropolitan area for some time. You hear people are unable. There's a headline, I'll put it up from Bloomberg. Even now, New York City got 150,000 applications in 12 hours for affordable housing. This has been going on forever. People grow up around here. Not forever, but certainly for the last generation. But now as people go into adulthood that are younger and they say, I can't do what my parents did. I'm going to North Carolina, XYZ. But to your point, it's happening other places now, right?
Well, this might surprise your viewers, but a couple of years ago, the central part of the country, Boise, Idaho, had a 47% increase in the cost of homes in 1 year. St. George's, Utah, Phoenix, Las Vegas. So across the country, we have seen these prices go up. And really the big issue that hit affordability was in 2022, we saw mortgage rates double. That's the only time in the history of the country mortgage rates have doubled in a single year. And it really cratered affordability for a lot of prospective homebuyers.
So what changes this? It obviously would be rates coming the other direction. And at some point, they will come down. We know the Fed's going to cut rates. Mortgage rates will follow, I would assume, and move lower. Is there something on the policy side that you would look at in terms of housing affordability, or is it as simple as lower interest rates and we have to wait it out?
It's not just lower interest rates. We're starting to see home prices actually weaken a little bit in some markets. So we might actually see home prices come down a little bit. And we need to continue to see wage growth being as strong as it's been over the last couple of years. Policy gets a little problematic. There's a limited amount the federal government can do. And some of the policy proposals we've seen, things like $10,000 tax credits if people buy a house, actually increase demand, which unfortunately in the end result winds up making house prices go up even further. So we need more supply coming to market. We need to see mortgage rates settle down a little bit. And I think we will start to see home prices come back into more normal ranges of price appreciation.
To your point about wage growth, on the screen we have the number of that you need to buy a home, right? So that median income up there was 84 grand. So that's the median income around the country in 2024. But to buy a house, they say, Redfin says you need 113,000. So, and that's up 12% from 2023. So it's just the idea of, it's simple math. When does that change, when what you were describing a moment ago changes?
It's unfortunately left to its own devices without some sort of intervention, maybe a public-private partnership that works together to lower the cost of construction, the cost of new homes. It's just going to take some time. We need inflation to come back down to the Fed's 2% target. We need the Fed to reduce the Fed funds rate, which will be a signal for the mortgage industry that we can in turn then drop mortgage rates down. The most likely scenario, Connell, is we have another couple of years of fairly sluggish home sales and a slowdown in home price appreciation until the market has a chance to reset itself into sort of a new normal.
Right. That happens other places. In New York, they never go down, the prices. I don't know. Thank you, Rick. Good to have you on. Rick Sharga on this. It's a big issue, especially for young people.